dividing my time to divide both of the minds. Not in the sense of ownership, like when they say that one's mine. You gotta open your mind so it can open your eyes. Ain't no promoting that opening, cause I'm noticing potent. As if epiphany's hitting me, cause I'm speaking unholy. They're chasing diamonds and rollers, they chasing Rarries and Rovers. Made it my business to focus, make it your business to focus. Cause if you know this, you're not alone, if you are devoted. We're about that action, but we're in control. No, we're not reacting. Good evening. Welcome to Civilized podcast. What's going on, Deshaun?
Nothing much. Hello, everyone.
What's going on, Ryan? So, tonight's topic. What's today's date today?
Today's date is May 29th, 2022.
Okay, and it's on a Sunday.
Yes, Sunday. Yes. Really quick though. Really quick. I want to say, I want to give a happy early birthday shout out to my mom.
Oh yeah, shout out Mom Dukes.
Yep. She turned 25.
No, she don't.
I'm sorry, no, but my mother, she's the age that she is. No, shout out, happy early birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy anniversary. What? Happy birthday! I mean, happy belated birthday.
Belated? No, my birthday hasn't come yet.
I mean,
her birthday's tomorrow.
You know what I mean? Y'all know what I mean. What I'm trying to say.
Her birthday's tomorrow.
Okay, her birthday's tomorrow. So yeah, everyone go. If you're on Facebook, go ahead and post shout out, happy birthday, Mama Dukes, Dushan Ma Dukes, or whatever caption. Go ahead and shout her a happy birthday, early birthday. Her birthday is tomorrow. Yeah. So are there any other birthdays that you want to shout out or any announcements that you can think of?
May, no, not really. I can't think of anyone else's birthday who's born in May. Not off the top of my head right now.
Okay, so we're Civilized Eyes podcast. We created a mission statement that you can now find on our YouTube channel.
Yes.
You go to our YouTube channel and click on the About tab. It will show you our mission statement and let you know what we're all about if you wanted to know that.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, shout out to my man Gabriel. Yeah. He's not on today. We wishing that he would come back. You know, we missed him twice.
Bless us with his, with his presence of, words of wisdom and so on and so forth. And
Right. So shout out Gabriel. Shout out to all our subscribers.
Absolutely.
That been supporting us. We was at I remember we was at 0. Now we're sitting at 38 subscribers.
Hopefully we'll get some more this evening.
Yes. And
remember, don't forget. Go ahead.
I was gonna say and our special guest that's on today, Ryan Hayes. Make sure y'all go support him as well. Mm-hmm. He's a blind DJ. He DJs music for what's the name of that radio station, Ryan?
In the Mix Radio. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he's probably gonna tell y'all a little bit about that as well. But I'm gonna hand it back over to Dushan. What you was going to say, Dushan?
I was going to say, just spell out, the our name, Civilized Eyes Podcast on YouTube.
Yeah.
Not only do we go live here on Facebook, but also we go live on YouTube.
Right.
And, and also, just to, hit the all notifications I'm hearing that it looks like a bell. So, hit the bell button, so
right.
you get all notifications, so each time we go live, y'all can join us, get some information.
go ahead and spell it out for them for those that that doesn't actually know how to spell Civilized Eyes podcast.
Okay, so it's spelled Civilized.
No, ed.
The dang. She
You
always
good?
do stuff. C
You
I
good?
V I
Just
L
inside
I
it.
Civilized.
No,
Oh, V
Civi
I L I Z I
ed.
ED. Civilized. EYESPODCAST.
Yeah,
Yes. Woo.
Civilized Eyes podcast.
Yes.
So,
And you can find us on face. Once again, y'all can find us on Facebook and also
yep,
YouTube.
correct,
Yeah.
correct.
Yes.
All right. Yeah.
Oh, you
So
can find us every Sunday at 7 p.m.
it's 7 p.m. Eastern
Yes.
Time, U.S. and Canada.
Yes.
Without further ado, we're
Mhm.
gonna get into the topic. What's
Yes.
the what are we doing today, Dushan? What are we getting into?
We are discussing blind DJs. This is part two.
Part one.
No, remember we already did this before with mine, part two. This is part two.
Uh, we did like a just a brief interview
Hmm.
introduction
Hmm.
around on the last one, but we're really actually
Yeah,
finna
deep
dive in.
dive. Yeah.
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 So this gonna be part one of the series. There's a
Series.
book. Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. So, as I stand corrected, this is part one of our series of blind DJs.
Right. Right.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. So
Now that we
which
cleared that out the way.
okay. How how did we come into contact with Ryan Dushan?
well, shout outs to Miss Akila Kate.
Okay.
She linked us up with Mr. Ryan Hayes here, our guest this evening, and he gave us insight as to how it is being a blind DJ and so on and so forth.
Right.
Yeah, he gave us just good insight.
And how he was born blind.
Yes.
He
Yep.
did not gradually go
Right,
blind.
Yep.
right.
He
Exactly
went
how,
into
like how
that.
you and I did.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
You and I gradually went blind.
Absolutely. Later on in life.
Okay. So Ryan, kind of just go ahead and give your presentation. That consists of advice to those out there that are blind, like you and I and Dushan, that's seeking to create and produce music, right from their homes.
Well,
But really, really quickly, can you
uh,
please tell us about yourself?
Okay. Oh
sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
Give
Okay,
us an
so
introduction.
of course, like you just said,
Hmm.
totally bland since birth. You know, I've always been into music and stuff. I don't know. It's just something that's always been in me. I couldn't tell you where it came from or any of those things. I just know I've always had it in me. I've always, been interested in DJs and I was always in the radio. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Um, I would always listen to DJs and how they did it. And, I just used to study them and I still do to this very day. So, you know, a lot of people, I probably don't know this, but I'm good friends with DJ Touchtone and he is well known in Philadelphia. He's also a blind DJ.
Hmm.
And that guy is cold. That guy is cold, and that was really like the inspiration that pushed me to really want to like take it serious. So
So let's give a shout out to DJ Touchtone.
Yeah. Give a shout out to DJ Touch Tone. If you're listening, or or you may listen later on. Shout out to you, DJ Touch Tone. Maybe we can get you on the next podcast, especially within these series.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So yeah, kind of go into the resources and equipment that you use and
well, I
give.
use virtual DJ. Virtual DJ is one of the greatest mixing softwares. I think it has Serato beat because number one, it's absolutely free. Uh, and number two, it can be used without hardware, so you don't need controllers, CDJs, turntables. You can do it just by using your computer if you like.
Hmm. So it's online. It's just something you got to download from online or on your smartphone.
You can download it online. You can go it from Google or pretty much anywhere. Just download Virtual DJ, and the steps are really simple.
So
You,
it's like so you can get it like as an app. You can go like to an app store or Google Play Store.
I do believe Google Play still supports it, unless something's changed. I do think they still have it.
Okay, but Apple doesn't. You know.
Yes, it does. It does support Apple. Yes, it does. It supports Mac OS X, Windows, Linux.
Okay.
Okay, what can you do within this virtual DJ software? Is it
You
like a digital audio workspace?
sorta. You can pretty much mix with just like if you have like a playlist of songs, you can mix just using that. The interface is intuitive.
Hmm.
It's just great. You can scratch. You can you know, change the speed, change tempo. You can fade in, fade out. By using the mouse or your keypad.
Hmm.
Just whatever works for you.
Okay, all right. So virtual DJ, it's accessible to Mac and Windows and screen reader accessible as well.
Now, here's where it gets a little tricky.
Hmm.
Now, virtual DJ, because the way the schemes are set up, it's not particularly that nice with JAWS or
Okay,
NVDA, but it can be because I've manipulated it to do it. And it's kind of complex, so that might be something that we can, get into on another podcast, or we can get into it now. But it's it's
okay,
definitely possible to do that because I have.
Darren, would you like to give this a disclaimer?
okay. So we're not gonna enter. We're not gonna do a disclaimer. We can kind of follow up on that
Mhm.
and specifically go into uh, how those little manipulations that you do
Mhm. Mhm.
to get it to get that software accessible to your screen reader.
Mhm.
Because it's still accessible if you can manipulate it. It's
Mhm.
just a certain way you got to do it.
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay. Okay. So any other software?
Audacity. That's pretty good.
Oh yeah, man. I was hoping you were
Um,
gonna say that.
Definitely use that. A lot of beginners use that when they're starting off. Just doing the basics of mixing and stuff.
by the way, viewers, those who we did a podcast just about a week ago on audio. Oh gosh, on Audacity. My fault. I apologize. We just recently did a podcast on Audacity. So yeah, those we like to see. We like to hear us discuss it. Check it out on our last podcast.
Oh yeah, we did. We did kind of go into it briefly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep. Recently. What was that, about a week ago?
yeah. It was just like a little
Snippet.
yeah, snippet into what you're gonna see within the series. We don't know how long the series is gonna be because
Mm-hmm.
there's so many uh, individuals that's interested in music and just finding out different things over time, just messing with it, like myself and Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, you said virtual DJ is accessible to Windows and Mac, but
Mhm.
there's some manipulations you
Mhm.
might have to do to get it to be accessible to some parts of your screen reader.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So tell us what I mean. What did you produce out of working with the virtual DJ software?
I can
Beats,
make
a song.
compilations, songs, mashups, whatever you can think of under the sun if you know what you're doing with it. That's with anything that you use.
Okay. So what did you are these things like? Have you uploaded them?
Yes,
Where
yes,
you
yes.
know
Mixcloud. Mixcloud is my
this cloud?
platform. You can find many of my mixes on Mixcloud via the website or the Mixcloud app.
Okay. And for those that hey Dushan, kind of go into like say for those that doesn't have a computer, that
Mhm.
okay, they're blind individuals, you know, that okay, they need a computer first, a laptop or a desktop
Yeah,
to get
yeah.
started with virtual DJ or Audacity. So
Well,
kind of go into what how
mhm.
they can find a
Uh,
computer.
well, they can go to Computers for the Blind.
There we
They can
go.
yep, they can call up Computers for the Blind, and they can go through, the process of retrieving, of obtaining. I apologize. They can go through the process of obtaining a laptop or a desktop from Computers for the Blind.
Thank you, thank you.
No problem. Thank you.
Okay, so is it say is it like affordable and it's not like a
Oh,
off
very
the wall price?
affordable. No, no, not at all. Not at all.
How much
Not
did you
at
get your
all.
laptop for?
I received my laptop for a total of 150. Yeah,
Okay. Did
$150.
you have to present like any documents proving that?
Yes, I had to present documents of proof of blindness.
Okay.
Yep, yep, that's it.
So there you have it. You can find a feasible laptop or desktop, from $85 to
Mm,
$150 if you have proof of
blindness.
blindness. You know, you can probably get that from your doctor or anything like that. And hit up
Or
computers for the blind.
yeah, or like,
When
and I really presume you can also don't I want to say they also like accept award letters. I want to say I'm not quite
where,
confident on that.
yeah, I think they do that too.
Yeah.
Uh, or if you're a part of any blind organization, that
Mm-hmm.
president or whatever could kind of say that too, or a librarian.
Oh
Oh,
yes, because I would like to thank our president of the National Federation of the Blind of Georgia, Ms. Dorothy Griffin. Thank you. I appreciate you.
shout out Dorothy
Letter
Griffin.
for me. Yep.
All right, well, we'll have that phone number for computers for the blind at the end of this podcast, so don't go nowhere.
Yeah.
All right, so Ryan, do you um do you have like a mic or interface that you record into, or can one just record basically with their
Yeah, with your
internal mic?
computer, your internal mic, you can adjust. Now, a lot of those things will be in the control panel, of course, but yes, you can use your internal mic, and it can sound just as good. You know, there's some things to configure, but once you get those done, it can sound just as great.
Okay, yeah. See, that's a lot of things. That's some things that a lot of people don't know.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm pretty sure you're knowledgeable in these areas too. And if we're not touching on some things that the audience that you out there would like to hear, go ahead and comment down in the comment section, and let's see if we can try to answer those questions for you or hit on those topics and elaborate on them some. Um, like now, there are some people that may still be not be able to afford an $85 computer or $150 computer. So, but they do have phones. So, are people able to do the same thing with their phones as people with their computers using these different type of softwares and
Software.
things?
The- Generally, no, because it's well. Let me not say, because I'm not sure if the significance of how much you can do as far as like using your phone, because I'm sure there probably is a way you can, but I just don't have all the information on that, so I won't.
Okay. Okay. No, no problem. No problem. I did like speak with a few um people, sighted and blind. Um and they a lot of them use the app called BandLab. I don't know if you can get it on Android, but
For the
I,
band lab, mm-hmm,
yeah,
mm-hmm.
I'm positive that you can get it on
Yes,
iPhone.
absolutely, mm-hmm.
Deshaun, have you heard of that BandLab?
No, I've never heard of band loud.
Okay, yeah. So
I'm not
I kind of
interested.
yeah yeah. You being honest?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I I kind of tried it out just to see how it was. A few areas, I needed help and assistance with because it's not fully accessible,
Hmm.
But if you figure out and just click on, well, if it doesn't like give you a real deep down detail of what that button does, you can click on it and kind of try to see, what it does. But you can kind of you can if you have like a person that makes beats for you, they can send you a beat. You can upload it into BandLab and you can record on it and make like various tracks and stuff like that. But I haven't figured out if you could make beats within it and stuff like that. And the
Hmm.
phone might work as good as the computer internal mic works, and any other like external mic work.
Hmm. Hmm.
So that's like the only app that I know of for
Hmm.
those that want to try to record and create and produce music off of their phone. All right. Oh, Dushan, you have any comments or questions?
Um, oh, just one thing. So, is it a difficult task to create it on your phone?
Uh, that would depend on how tech savvy you are.
Hmm.
That's just really gonna depend on, of course, patience, and of course, how much you know how to manipulate technology.
Hmm.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, that's the same thing with the computer too, babe.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So any like because you're not only limited to the questions that we're asking you. You can kind of elaborate on some things that you want to.
That you're
Um,
eager to share.
like, are there some other things that, like the questions that we asked that you know about, other things that you would like to offer to the audience, Ryan?
Sorry, say it again. You fizzled out a little. Say it again.
Oh, I was saying like, are there like you're not only limited to the questions that we're asking you that we
No,
ask you. You can kind of
no.
elaborate further, like
Yeah,
if
yeah.
there's some more knowledge that you
Uh,
have on.
well, yeah, like I said, yeah, and let's just. I know you mentioned you wanted me to talk about the radio station. Yeah, in the mix radio. So, in the mix radio, it's an online radio station. It's free. You can access it through the website or through the app. You know what I'm saying? Live 365, live365.com. You know, has a plethora of radio stations, whatever you've got a taste for, whether it be R&B, hip hop, underground, gospel, whatever they've got it. They got a radio station, or radio stations for it. It's kind of like iHeartRadio, if you will. You know what I'm saying? And the radio station I DJ for is a contemporary R&B and hip hop based station, from the underground to the mainstream. Sunday nights you can catch me on there at 8 p.m. Eastern, and Monday nights you can catch me on there at 7 p.m. Eastern. Radio station, their headquarters is based out of Georgia.
Yeah.
Ryan, do you mind spelling that out for us?
Yeah, so that's in the mix radio. That's INDMIX Damixradio.
So
Mhm.
DAMIX.
Mhm.
So it's a play. It's like a little slang
Yeah.
Yeah.
lingo.
Yeah.
Right.
And then
Right.
I heard your radio voice too in the
Yeah.
mix radio.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead, man. How long you been doing the DJ, radio DJ?
Oh man, it's been a while, man. A little over a year, and I love it. I love it because I love putting out good music for the people, man. I like giving the people something they can move to, groove to. Sometimes, relax to. You know,
Yeah,
all that.
Mhm.
yeah, that's good. That's good. All right. So yeah, this is very informative. All so far already. Uh,
Yes, I agree.
so we kind of we usually do like some pop topics. Well, not usually. We haven't been really incorporating them into our every week podcast. But when we first started, we started like trying to just give like some pop topics or some striking topics to like open the minds of people about other avenues of blindness,
Mhm.
such as if you go watch our other video, our oldest videos, you'll see where we was talking about blind animals, the mole, the worm, you know, the bat, you know, and even some fish.
Yeah.
I mean,
These are my animals that use echolocation.
yeah, and I just wanted to like have you ask Ryan, have you ever just ponder on um, on other things like blind animals? I mean, how do they navigate without even being like trained by
Well,
the
it's always been interesting. I haven't really like thought about it, but yeah, it has crossed my mind because it's really unique how it works. So yeah.
okay. Uh, Unfortunately, no, due to my laptop on being low on battery, I'm we got to cut it. We got to cut it.
Brief.
Um, we got a lot of information in,
Yes,
um,
absolutely.
but I don't want the computers to shut down and everything. I can't get back in and technical difficulty. I just don't want. So we want to go ahead and just thank Ryan for coming out. Appreciate you, man. Uh,
Oh yeah.
for
Anytime.
coming on and just giving us all that good information. Appreciate Dushan Dawson. Shout
Thank
out
you.
to the audience,
Yes, yes. Thank
all
you.
the
Shout out to K.
subscribers.
Drew Bruce.
Shout out to Gabriel Bruce. Come on back, man.
Yes.
Don't be a stranger.
Yep.
Uh, and shout out to the future DJs that's gonna come on.
Mhm.
But please don't forget to like and subscribe, share this on Facebook and YouTube,
And with your family.
Netflix, everywhere, friends and family.
Yeah.
You
Share
can
this
reach
with a friend who knows a friend that knows a friend that don't like a friend that knows a friend and so on and so forth.
right.
Just share this.
So our phone number is 706-514-1965 if you want to reach Civilized Eyes Podcast.
Can you
Our
give that
email
number
is
again?
706-514-1965.
One more
Our
time.
our email is 706-514-1965 is the phone number. Our email is civilizedeyespodcast@gmail.com. That's CIVILIZEDEYESPODCAST.com. So we're gonna have Armando probably come on. I mean, get our podcast on his radio station on his website. Shout out to Armando.
Yeah.
All right. So we thank you all for having. See you next Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, US and Canada, both on Facebook and YouTube.
I divided my time to divide both of the minds. Not in the sense of owning shit like when they say that one's mine. You gotta open your mind so it can open your eyes. And I'm promoting that opening cause I'm noticing potent. As if epiphanies hitting me cause I'm speaking unholy. They're chasing diamonds and rollers, they chasing Rarries and Rovers. Ain't in my business to focus, make it your business to focus. Cause if you know this, you're not alone if you are devoted. We're about that action, but we're in control, no, we're not reacting.